Hello, beautiful souls, and welcome to the channel. My name is Kelsey, and today we have another beautiful pick a card reading, and we are looking at messages that you need to hear right now, messages from your guides. So out in front of you here we have 4 different piles or 4 different groups to choose from. And I'm going to ask you to take a deep breath, really ground yourself, connect to your intuition, connect to your guides, and ask which one of these 4 piles is holding the messages that you need to hear at the time that you find yourself at this reading, okay? And here we have number 1 with the rose quartz, group number 2 with the amazonite, group number 3 with the golden citrine or honey citrine, and group number 4 with the moss agate. Go ahead and take your time, really feel out which pile or piles are calling to you the most, and I will have the timestamps along with the cards that I'm using for these readings in the description box below. So again, take your time, pause the video if you still need a moment, and I'm going to go ahead and move on to group number 1. Hello, my beautiful group number 1. Those of you that chose card number 1 here, this reading is for you. And we are looking at messages that you need to hear right now, okay? Messages that your guides want you to have, messages that you need at this point in time on your journey. So the card that you guys chose is Ocean's Muse, and this here says Water's Wisdom, Intuition, Hermit's Light, and Discovery. And a couple messages coming through with this card for group number 1. And one of them being that you may currently be in a time of solitude. I really feel like you being kind of submerged in your own healing, in your own journey, in your own path. And like I'm really picking up on this idea of you being kind of surrounded by water, like almost as an infant in the womb still. Like there isn't a way for others to connect with you right now, and you may be feeling a little uneasy about this group number 1. You may even be feeling kind of bitter or resentful, or feeling like people are ignoring you, or like people don't want to be connected to you anymore. And it may bring up like a lot of anger and a lot of emotion surrounding your relationships and your connections, but your guides want you to know that a big part of what is separating you from the people that you care about, the people that you've been super close to potentially, is this need for self-discovery, this need to find your own purpose, this need to find yourself in the darkness as well. So group number 1, there may be some kind of cycle being broken for you, where maybe you've had the tendency in the past to cling to other people's light, or cling to other people in general when things got difficult. And that's not bad. I don't want you to feel like that's a negative thing. A lot of the times we need other people in our soul family to hold us up through difficult times. But I feel like right now, group number 1, you're being led to really learn how to be your own light. Okay. I'm also really, really picking up on this idea of learning who you are. So you may identify with a lot of different things. You may really claim a lot of different titles. And what I'm hearing is your guides want you to just kind of drop all of that. Really trying to find all of these labels or these groups or these ideas or these opinions that you can fit yourself into. Your guides want you to stop doing that and really go more with the flow and learn about who you are and what works for you, instead of categorizing yourself into these groups or into these ideas and then living by this kind of collective idea of how people like this are supposed to live. I hope that makes sense for you, group number 1, okay? you're not defined by labels or even by like diagnosis, especially if it's like medical things. And I'm not a doctor. I just want to put that out there. I'm not a doctor. I'm not saying like stop your medical treatment or anything like that, but I'm saying you don't have to define yourself by a label or a name or a title. And that's something that seems very significant for group number 1 here, okay? Let's go ahead, you guys, and pull some tarot and go a little deeper into this message that your guides have for you at this time. We do have the rose quartz here for the stone that you guys chose. And rose quartz, for me, has a lot to do with being gentle with yourself, okay? Not in a way where it's like everything has to be soft and everything has to be easy and, you have to say your affirmations and everything every day, but there is this need to give yourself grace, to not beat yourself up, to really become aware of like that narrator in your mind that tells you the negative things, or that tells you you're not good enough, or tells you that other people think negative things about you, or that says negative things about you when you look in the mirror. There's something about that energy coming through here with this rose quartz that really needs to be kind of confronted. Group number 1. I am also really picking up on Freya, the Nordic goddess of love and war. So she may be kind of an energy that is reaching out to you, or that would be very beneficial for you to work with at this time, group number 1. But our first card out is the Ace of Cups. So we have a lot of water energy here for you guys, a lot of water energy. And I feel like your guides are really really trying to heal the emotional aspect of your spirit, of your soul. So there's almost like a soul healing wanting to come in here, that I feel like group number 1, maybe you've even thought you were, really focusing on your healing or doing so much work. You've been doing so much work, but it doesn't feel like you've been getting anywhere, or things keep repeating, or like these patterns continue to arise. And I feel like your guides are saying that a big part of it has to do with you needing that sticker that says I'm healed, or that like this definitive label or title again is coming up here, which leads me to this kind of idea of maybe doing the right thing for the wrong reasons. Interesting. We also have the 9 of Swords. Yeah, there is a lot of that mental chatter coming through here with the 9 of Swords, but also a lot of this like almost self-sabotage energy coming through with this particular 9 of Swords. A lot of fear, a lot of anxiety about the future, a lot of resistance. There's a lot of like resistance to self, resistance to change, resistance to being who you truly are. Even if you feel like you've been trying to move towards that, there's something here where there's like a huge block or resistance to a part of your shadow or a part of your journey that you're like resisting out of spite, or out of this idea that like you've convinced yourself that that path isn't for you, or isn't good enough for you in some way, shape, or form. So there may be kind of this mental block here as well, group number 1, in regards to needing instant gratification, needing to know exactly what the outcome is, or needing to know how things are going to turn out before you take the action. And this may really lead you to assume that you have all of the answers already. Interesting. We also have the 4 of Cups with the sticks. Yeah. There's like this complacency coming through here, group number 1, where it's almost as though you've given up on pursuing like your soul purpose, or pursuing what you truly desire out of this idea that it's almost like this defiancy. Like you're stuck in this defiant energy, whether it be from some sort of trauma or some sort of experience that you had, and it's causing you to like be defiant towards yourself, like refusing to do what you're being called to do out of either stubbornness or this idea of, you know, I'm not going to do that because somebody else did that, or I'm not going to do that because that's what they expect me to do, or whatever reasoning it is that comes through for you here. There's like a stagnancy and this boredom and this, I want to say, anger and this fear of the future and this very kind of disrupted energy here. Because it's like you're refusing to move, but you're also scared to stay where you are. And your guides are wanting to come through here and let you know that there is like this cleansing and this healing trying to come through, especially in your emotional body. But you have to allow it. You have to allow it. You have to open up to feeling the things, to really exploring why you're feeling things, not in that immediate moment, but where is that coming from? Where are those triggers coming from? Where are these kind of fears rooted from in your past, and what started them? And really deeply exploring yourself is really what you're being called to do here, instead of basing all of your actions or your non-actions on external factors. I hope that makes sense for you. Let's go ahead and pull some more oracle messages for you, group number 1. What else do your guides want you to know for group number 1, please? We have planetary wave, soul mission, trust the inner call, and soul team. And that's very interesting with the planetary wave, because I was looking at this card while I was shuffling, and there's definitely some kind of message here about like needing to allow the waves to come, needing to allow like change and maybe even chaos, especially in the emotional self. I feel like group number 1, a lot of you guys maybe are resisting someone or something out of this idea that it's going to cost too much, or it's going to make you feel too much, or it's going to disturb your peace. Maybe something that you're telling yourself, but there's like something here that you're telling yourself, you can't afford this because it's going to rock the boat. And there's definitely a message here of like needing to allow your boat to be rocked, group number 1. Happiness doesn't come from just calm seas, okay? That can be peaceful, yes. But it's like there's something here where it's like you're resisting anything that may cause any kind of waves or any kind of disturbance. And even for your happiness or your joy or your kind of soul purpose or your manifestations to come in, they have to be able to disrupt what is currently happening. Okay? We also have the sacred well with replenishment, self-care, and giving from a place of plenty, not giving from a place of, especially not giving from a place of like bitterness or resentment or this need to prove something, or this need for somebody to owe you something, or however that comes through for you. But giving because you want to, not giving because you're expecting something back in return, not giving because then somebody else is going to owe you a favor, not giving because you're keeping track, but giving because it's something you truly want to do and you feel called to do. Let's go ahead and pull some more cards here. There's definitely a huge message of the inner self and trusting your your path, trusting your intuition. And with that, group number one, there may need to be like maybe some journaling or some meditation surrounding being able to identify your intuition, and separating your intuition from these other kind of narratives in your mind. Your intuition doesn't come through. I feel like, for some people it does, but I feel like for the majority of group number one, your intuition doesn't come through as a voice in your mind, doesn't come through as a narrator, doesn't come through with words. It comes through emotions. And if you're blocked off emotionally, you are also blocking your intuition, and maybe even calling something else that. Okay. We have here, I remember, soul plan, the fated life versus the destiny life. Group number one, there's something so significantly strong here, like so significantly important about your soul purpose, about your soul plan, your soul mission, and your soul team. And really remembering who you are, instead, and water holds memory. Water holds memory. So maybe cleansing yourself, like drinking more water, is something that I feel like could be very important for you, and really cleansing out the current state of self, and like flushing your body and really detoxing and getting back to self. I hope that makes sense. We also have the blue flame with spontaneous awakening, activation, and integration time. Yeah, it's definitely integration time. It is time for you, group number one, to really integrate who you're meant to be, to integrate into this new journey, this new path, this new life, and allow yourself to move forward instead of resisting change because you need it to be perfect, or because you need it to be something that you've convinced yourself you're supposed to do, even though that isn't coming through. There's a need to allow change, a need to allow the waves to come in and kind of disrupt this calm sea, right? Let's pull you one final message, group number one. Any last guidance or advice for my beautiful group number ones? Okay. So the image on your card here, and the message on here is the violet flame. As we deepen our spiritual path, step out of illusionary constructs and become empowered beings, life presents more opportunities to grow than before. Your sensitivity will be heightened, so it is maybe harder to spend time in places with certain energies. Do you have a range of accessible go-to practices for recentering, cleansing your aura, and protecting your energy field? A routine for psychic fitness will help keep your aura strong and resilient, your energy sovereign, and your vibration high, and help you to see through the illusions that block or disorient. Bring the violet flame into your meditation and self-care practices for graceful rebalance. I love this so much. Group number one, there it is. Your guides want you to really focus on maintaining your energy, maintaining your energy, and focusing on your own abilities and your own path and your own gifts in order to move forward. Because really what your guides are wanting here is for you to move forward. Okay? But this is what I'm seeing for my beautiful souls that chose this pile. If you enjoyed this reading, if it resonated with you, if it brought you value, please hit that like button, as it truly does help to support the channel. Consider subscribing if you feel called to do so. I thank you so much for joining me here today, and I will see you guys next time. Bye. Hello, my beautiful group number two. Those of you that chose card number 2 with the Amazonite here, this reading is for you, and we are looking at messages that your spirit guides have for you at this time, messages that you need to hear at this time. And group number 2, I am really picking up on like the tide here, especially with the stone along with the fact that your card here is drawing down the moon, and the moon controls the tide. So I do feel like there's some kind of up and down energy happening in your life right now. But also something that I'm really picking up on is that your crown chakra is wide open. Your ability to connect not only to source, the universe, God, spirit, whatever it is that you connect with is very powerful, but also your ability to connect to other people and to connect to your manifestations, to connect to the things that you want in this life, the things that you're desiring to bring into your life. Your ability to connect to it is so strong right now. I also really feel like for some of you guys, there's somebody or something around you that is trying to either dim your light or like feed off your energy. Or some of you guys may have some kind of like somebody maybe even like almost wishing for your failure in some way, shape, or form. Interesting. So maybe a little bit of jealousy, maybe some people that are gossiping about you or really wanting what you have in some way, shape, or form. So just something to kind of be aware of for group number 2. But I do very much so see a very wide open crown chakra. And for some of you guys, this could be kind of this tidal effect, your crown chakra like opening and then closing down and opening and closing down. And you may be being guided to really tune into your crown chakra and focus on like stabilizing that energy to where it's like a constant flow versus being wide open or shut. Okay, but I do really feel like doing your manifestations, your meditations, any kind of like divination work or anything like that is so potent for you right now, group number 2. It's so potent. Okay, use that energy to call in what you're wanting to manifest, to heal, to create peace and stillness in your life even. So let's pull some tarot, group number 2, and go a little deeper into this message for you, okay? So the first card that came out here is the Page of Swords. And this is telling me that your mental body is healing. And look at this gold ring around this more or less silhouette. That's the crown chakra lighting up here. The crown chakra lighting up for group number 1 because the mental body is healing. Group number 1, you guys are coming out of depression. You're coming out of a dark night of the soul. You're coming out of shadow work potentially on a much higher vibration. You're really bringing another part of your soul or another part of yourself into the light, integrating it into your being. Wow. So this reading, group number 2, almost feels like you've reclaimed a part of your power while reclaiming, part of yourself that has been hidden away. And it's really allowing you to like activate parts of your energy and parts of your abilities and your gifts that you haven't been able to access either ever or for a very long time. I love that. We also have the 3 of Cups. There's definitely something here about the people around you. There are people around you that are genuine, that are truly wanting to, support you and celebrate with you. But I also do really feel, group number 2, that there are people around you that are only there when it's the good times, that only come around maybe when they feel like they can get something, or that are jealous of where you're going. Or maybe you may even have some people that have expressed things to you about feeling like you've left them behind, or feeling like you don't care anymore. And just be aware that sometimes these kinds of interactions can have a lot to do with no longer allowing other people to like feed off of our energy, or kind of piggyback on our success and things like that. I'm not sure why that's coming through so strongly in your reading, but it is. And then we also have the Six of Coins, group number 2. So a lot of you guys are going to be manifesting money very soon, I feel like, or bringing in some kind of opportunity that promises to bring in abundance, that maybe pays off your debt in some way, shape, or form, or brings in a raise. There's money coming in for you. There's maybe even financial freedom coming in for you, coming out of poverty for some of you. And this could definitely be why I'm seeing this jealous kind of energy, or this like energetic vampire type energy here. So there is a message here for group number 2 to really protect your energy, to protect your assets, to be mindful of how you're spending, or where you're spending, or what you're giving away, or what you're loaning out, especially if you're loaning money or resources or energy to people that you know aren't even going to attempt to reciprocate or to pay that back, even if they say they will. There's something about that here for you guys, and it's very strong. Okay. We have the King of Cups on the bottom of the deck, and I feel like for group number 2, this is like your subconscious wanting to come through and say, like, don't allow other people or outside events or situations to disturb your peace or your balance. Don't allow other people to cause you to act or react out of anger, or anything like that. That is coming through here as well. Okay. Let's go ahead and pull some more cards, group number 2. I feel like for a lot of you guys, when you look at people, you know whether they have your best intentions at heart, or whether they're just there because they're trying to get something, or whether you can trust them with certain information about you. There's a need to trust that ability to see their energy, and trust that their energy is not gonna lie to you like they may be lying to you with their physical words. We have stagnant waters, feeling stuck, a call for shifts, flow, and change. Yeah, there is major shifts. The tide is rising. Energy is going to be moving very soon. The finances coming in are also probably really going to help this movement come along. And like I said, like focusing on this balancing of your crown chakra energy, and kind of getting it to this state of constant flow instead of this fluctuation will also really help. But I feel like with this coming out above the Page of Swords here, this stagnant water is kind of remnants of this dark night of the soul, or this shadow work that you've been going through, or this period of darkness or stillness that you've been in, right? Stillness isn't a bad thing. Stagnancy can feel a little bit more negative, right? So we're moving kind of out of this stagnancy, out of this stuck, and into more of this peace. And then we have Let It Rain, allowing what is, inevitability and trust. Allowing what is, okay? We're no longer trying to change people. We're no longer trying to prove ourselves. We're no longer trying to, heal other people, or trying to force other people, or to see the world like you do, or to see that their own potential. Group number 2, no longer trying to, or no longer expecting other people to want to heal or to want to move forward in the way that you do. There's something here that's very significant about just allowing, allowing the people around you to be who they are without trying to convince them that they need to be something else, or that they need to do more work, or that they need to, and that's going to help a lot of this kind of mental weight fall away as well, because I feel like for some of you, not all of you, but for some of you, you've made it your responsibility to kind of carry the weight of other people's healing. And it's like you're constantly maybe even poking and prodding, or trying to convince them that they need to do certain things, or that they need to see something from a different perspective, or that they need to heal, or that they need to, do something with their lives, or that they need to become more responsible, or whatever it is. And there's really a need to kind of let that go and use that energy to focus on yourself. So a big message here, group number 2, is really just calling all of your energy back to you and not spending it in these ways that drain you without replenishing. It's not your job to make other people heal. Okay, group number 2. Let's see what else we have coming through here. I feel like for some of you guys that may even be a little bit triggering. If it is, I'm sorry. I don't want to make you guys feel bad or anything like that. And I feel somebody here being kind of upset about like needing somebody to heal, because otherwise they're not going to be able to move forward, or, they're not going to be able to achieve the goals that they want to achieve. For some of you guys, it's the people around you, or the people that you're trying to force to heal, or the people that you're kind of dragging with you, that is causing the stagnancy in your own life. And that can be very difficult to kind of let go and allow people to go on their own journey at their own pace in the way that they need to. Because sometimes it can mean that, we don't get to see them thrive. We don't get to see them flourish. And your guides just really want you to know that it's not your responsibility, and that you can't take that responsibility on without burdening yourself and causing stagnancy in yourself, and causing more healing for you to have to go through. We also have baby steps. Action, follow your intuition before it makes sense. Yeah, there is a true need here, group number 2, for you to take action, for you to move forward, for you to let go of whatever it is that you're holding on to, and waiting for, or trying to push forward, or trying to drag with you, whatever that is, or whoever, or however that comes through for you. There is a huge need to let that go and allow yourself to move forward. And a big part of why you haven't done that, group number 2, may be because you're fearful of what other people are going to say, or you're fearful of the way other people are going to talk about you, or maybe, you don't want people to say like, you think you're better than them because you have more money now, or however that comes through. That isn't true. But the way that we see this here is like this need for you to truly move away from this need to bring everybody with you, or this need to force everybody down the path that you think they should go. There's truly this need to let go and to kind of walk away and begin moving down your own path and allow what happens to happen, okay? We also have loosen your grip, coping mechanisms, density, addiction, and let God in. For some of you guys, it could be some sort of addiction or some sort of codependency. Coping mechanism, for sure. There's a need to let go and to allow. Allow, other people to fall if they need to fall. Allow the change, allow the disruption, allow the severing, even for some of you guys. Let's go ahead and pull you one final message. Group number 2, one final message. Any last guidance, advice from your spirit guides for group number 2, please? All right, this is the image on your card. And the message here is life force energy. Revel in the bliss of being alive. This card is packed with luminous life force energy for optimal health and healing. As much as is possible, seek joy and upliftment in everything you do. Consider the foods you eat, the environments you spend time in, the people in your life, and what you wear. Increase your awareness of how things come to be in your world and their energetic resonance. You may be inspired to work with healing energies, with the land, perhaps to grow vegetables. You are encouraged to joyously make your life a piece of Eden. As a result, you will shine with vitality. Yeah, there is a lot of this kind of source energy and abundance trying to come in, but you have to let go of all of these other things that are pulling at your energy or taking up your energy. And I love that we have this kind of nod to even, growing a garden, especially with this rain energy here and this, stagnant water energy and the moon. There is definitely something here trying to grow, but you have to allow yourself to let go of all of the things that are holding you back or that are draining you or that are maybe even toxic in your life. Group number 2, okay? But this is what I'm seeing for you guys. I'm going to go ahead and leave this here. If you enjoyed this reading, if it resonated with you, if it brought you value, please hit that like button, as it truly does help to support the channel. Comment down below. Let me know if you chose this pile. Consider subscribing if you feel called to do so. I thank you guys so much for joining me here today, and I will see you guys next time. Bye. Hello, my beautiful group number 3. Those of you that chose card number 3 here with the citrine, the calcite. I believe I even called this citrine in the intro, but this is calcite. Interesting. So yeah, group number 3. Those of you that chose the calcite, card number 3, this reading is for you. And we are looking at messages that you need to hear right now, okay? So starting off, group number 3, the card you guys chose is Earth Mother, and this here says Psychic Recharge, Grounded Healer, Mentor, and Layers. And something that I'm really heavily picking up on coming into your reading, group number 3, is, for one, learning how to be in the body. Instead of like in the ethers. You may find that your mind wanders a lot, or that you daydream, or that you're constantly like in this meditative state. You're constantly like outside of your physical body, with your mind, with your mental body, with your psychic energies. And this is your calling to come back to Earth, to come back to your body, to really focus on integrating your spirit, your mental body with your physical body, and learning how to be here in this earthly realm. And that seems super important for group number 3. Okay. So being very mindful about, what you're eating, how you're moving, if you're moving, how you're feeling, like really checking in with yourself, and really focusing on this physical reality is something that you're being really guided to do, group number 3. Let's go ahead and pull some tarot and go a little deeper into your message here. I do even feel like group number 3, a lot of the messages, the signs, the synchronicities that you receive from the universe here are physical signs, you know, birds, ravens, crows, feathers, like something physical. Let's go ahead. Group number 3. I keep wanting to call you guys group number 4. So some of you guys may have been a little bit drawn to that pile, or even kind of hesitant between which pile to choose, but for some reason that keeps coming through, and this is also card number 4. If that wasn't already there, don't take that as like a message to go watch that, but if it was there, there may be something there for you. We have Judgment coming out here, group number 3. Some of you guys may be going back home, whether it be like to your parents' house or to your hometown, or maybe you're even struggling with like homesickness. That's something that's being acknowledged here, group number 3. As well as this idea of kind of almost like rising from the dead is what I'm getting. And I'm really picking up on like the energies of the crow or the ravens or the turkey vultures, or the kind of animals that deal with or even consume like physical bodies after they have died. Like the animals that eat roadkill and things like that. To me, that's always kind of an energy of renewal, right? It's taking life and it's turning it into new life. Or taking death and turning it into new life. And I feel like this may be something that you guys are currently going through in your reality. Whether that's something that you're like internally going through, or even something that you're physically going through. Some of you guys may also be tuning into like mediumship, and you may be very, very gifted in the kind of mediumship where you can pick up on energies of physical objects. We also have the sun. Picking up on the phoenix rising energy here. The fire, the vitality, the new life coming in here. Really bringing new life and health and vitality into your body, and allowing yourself to feel at home in your body. Wow. So this is very important for group number 3. Very, very important to really focus on your health, your vitality, your happiness, and your body, bringing like almost like bringing your body back to life. You may have spent a very extended period of time focusing on spirit, on source, on, you know, your psychic gifts, your mediumship, meditations. And now it's time to like integrate all of that into your physical body and bring that part of you back to life, back into your reality, right? And we have the 6 of Swords. A lot of you guys may really have travel or moving on the mind. I see that here with the 6 of Swords as well, like really moving away from moving away from conflict, moving away from death, moving away from things that no longer serve you, moving away from like these dead-end jobs or connections that aren't adding to your life or whatever that is for you. I see you moving away from that. Some of you guys may be feeling very called to travel somewhere, like a vacation, especially with the sun here. Maybe somewhere warm, somewhere tropical, somewhere where you can get more sun and like that vitamin D feels very important to kind of reintegrating into your body. But also with the Six of Swords here, this can talk about like literally moving back home, moving away from home, depending on how that comes through for you. But I am really picking up on like moving and starting over somewhere. Group number 3, starting over. Interesting. Let's go ahead and pull some more cards for you. Group number 3. We have cleansing, releasing the old, energetic tune-up, and new beginnings. There's a need to start over. For some of you guys, starting over means moving somewhere, starting somewhere new, moving to a new job, moving to a new city, moving to a new house. For some of you guys, this cleansing has to do with, changing the way you eat, really focusing on like what you're putting into your body and how you're treating your body and things like that as well. And then we also have the sirens. Use your voice, expansion and freedom. Use your voice. So group number 3, there's something significant here. Like you have a lot of power in your voice. You're able to manifest by speaking things into existence, but you can't speak things into existence if your spirit is elsewhere, if you're disassociated, right? That may be something that you really struggle with here in this pile, group number 3, like disassociation, or like even when you're at work, your mind is somewhere else, or when you're with a group of friends and you're all hanging out or have some sort of experience or event that you're attending, but your mind is somewhere else. There's something about really bringing that part of you back into your body, into the present moment, and allowing all of you to experience this physical life. Interesting. You may have spent a long time viewing your body as like a trap, or feeling like your body is like a trap, or like something that needs to be escaped. And there's some healing happening here where you're able to really connect with your body. I love that. We have here Hyriath. I have such a hard time with that word sometimes. Look at longing for home, homesick for the stars. Group number 3, you guys may be like my star seeds, my light beings, my souls that came to this kind of world or this realm from somewhere else. And you're really being tested in this part of your journey to learn how to be a part of this earth, of this realm, of this world. Even though there's a part of you or a part of your soul that is longing for where you came from. Some of you guys may be Andromedan, especially with this freedom energy here as well. You may really feel like a gypsy soul, like you want to travel, you want to explore, you want to try new things. You need that kind of sense of freedom all the time. And maybe for a lot of you guys, you don't feel like you have that in this physical world. So you use your mind a lot to travel, to explore, to do all of those things. And you're really being asked to really kind of come back to your body and be a part of this world and do those things physically. I hope that makes sense for you. We also have Earth pulsing. Pulse of the mother, slow down, time in nature. We also, we have Earth Mother. Slow down. Group number 3, you guys may be my souls that really rush around, that really are very busy, that always have something going on, that are always rushing to the next task, like always trying to rush to get through things, even though maybe you don't have anywhere to go or anything to be doing, but it just feels like I have to get this done so that I have that free time, so that I have that freedom. There's a need to slow down and really tune into Earth. Okay? Let's go ahead and pull you one final message, group number 3, one final message. Any last guidance or advice that your guides want you to have for group number 3, please? So this is the image on your card. And the message on your card here is healing. The Lumerians were healers, naturally intuitive and accustomed to navigating energetic-based realities. We all have natural healing abilities that are advanced when we deepen our energetic awareness. When we perceive the world beyond the more well-known senses, we start to receive information and wisdom different from that which stems from intellect. By tapping into life force consciousness and using this abundant energy alongside focused intention, we realize that anything is possible. Extend the margins of your awareness, revisit a situation from a broader perspective or higher vibration with a focus on healing. Perhaps the issue is simply an outdated or limiting perception placement. You have the ability to align to a fresh new timeline inspired by wholeness. Wholeness, not only using your spiritual senses or your expanded senses, and not only using your physical senses, but using all of those parts of yourself. Okay, group number 3. But this is what I'm seeing for my beautiful souls that tuned into this pile. If you enjoyed this reading, if it resonated with you, if it brought you value, please hit that like button, as it truly does help to support the channel. Comment down below if you chose this pile, let me know, and consider subscribing if you feel called to do so. I thank you so very much for joining me here today, and I will see you guys next time. Bye. Hello, my beautiful group number 4. Those of you that chose card number 4 with the moss agate here, this reading is for you. And we are looking at messages that you need to hear right now, messages from your guides. And group number 4, the card you chose is Gnomes, and this is number 5. And this here says humanity, friendship, hard work, and little visions. So first of all, something that I'm really picking up on here for group number 4 is that there is some kind of payoff coming in here. Some of you guys may be selling a house, or you may be there's some sort of blessing, or like specifically financial blessing coming in here is something that I'm really picking up on for you, group number 4. Okay. And the hard work, it's something that you've worked for. It's not something that's just luck of the draw. It's not the lottery. It's something that you've worked for that is truly paying off. And I feel like in a much bigger way than what you expected. Or like exceeding your goals, exceeding your vision in that way. Some of you guys may also be starting a business with some sort of partner that you were friends with, or that you're connected to in some way, shape, or form. Interesting. But with this being the number 5, I'm seeing like change, big changes happening with this hard work. Okay. Let's go ahead, group number 4, and pull some tarot and go a little deeper into this message, and what your guides want you to know for group number 4, please. I also do see for some of you guys, maybe you're having a difficult time in some kind of relationship, whether it be a friendship, a romantic partnership, a family member, wherever there's conflict. I see conflict resolution happening here, like true healing, true connections. Okay. Group number 4. Okay. So our first card out is the 8 of Cups. So maybe it's reconciliation. Group number 4. Maybe it's something that you walked away from previously or that you had separated from that is coming back together, a rekindling. But also for you guys, it's like really learning how to let go of control, really learning how to allow the pieces to fall where they may, really allowing yourself to walk away from someone or something that maybe you didn't ever think you would, in order to move closer to your truth or true connection, or in order to heal, or whatever that may be. Some of you guys may currently be in separation at the time that you find yourself here. But I do see like marriage counseling or like conflict resolution being helpful for some of you, if that's something that you want. If you want to put the work in to your relationship, whatever relationship this is, it is possible. A lot of the times in the 8 of Cups in the traditional tarot, the being is walking away from the cups and his back is to you. And I feel like with this particular card, he's like looking back towards you, like it doesn't have to be over. This phase or this chapter has to be over, but we can move on together still. Interesting. Okay. And this could be in regards to a business venture or an investment as well. There's something here that is meant to be left behind, whether it's a chapter or a part of your journey, a job or a way of being, a way of doing things, a lifestyle. There is something here that needs to be left behind in order for the new to come in, but it doesn't mean this new can't come in with the same person for some of you. But change has to happen, especially this number 5 sticking out to me again really speaks to me of change. The number 5 does. Then we also have the Queen of Cups. Okay. So a lot of water energy coming in for group number 4. Some of you guys are moving away from a home, moving to a new home, changing your home, maybe renovations in some way, shape, or form. There's definitely a lot of change surrounding your home, like your immediate home or your immediate family. Whether this change is affecting all of you as a whole or the dynamics are changing, it's going to be a little bit different for everybody. But that is what I'm seeing here. And then we have the Ace of Wands. Okay, and this can be a new job, new energy, new life force, new path, new journey. Group number 4, there's definitely a very strong message of a new path, a new journey, a new job, a new life or lifestyle coming in here. So your guides are wanting to come through here saying that this is a time of major change in dynamics of your life, whether it's going from being an employee to a business owner, whether it's going from in a friendship to a business partnership. There's like a changing in the dynamics of the different aspects of your life. For some of those aspects, it is just going to be from being there to no longer being a part of your life. But for other parts of your life, it's like a change in dynamic. Walking away from the old in a way that creates transformation. So some connections or your home or your job are going to be moving into new phases, new journeys, new chapters, new parts, like new versions of themselves, and leaving the old version behind. I hope that makes sense for you. We also have the Queen of Coins on the bottom of the deck. I do, again, really feel like there is a strengthening of your finances, of your resources, of your like your net worth, your value increasing in the physical realm. So maybe upgrading your home, or like I said, starting a business, or something coming in, bringing value for sure. Group number 4. Let's go ahead and pull some more cards for group number 4, please. We have the ripple effect, part of something bigger, details are taken care of. Part of something bigger. Yeah, I really feel like for group number 4, there is this very strong essence of like things growing, transforming, evolving, kind of like a glow up. Group number 4, that's what I'm really seeing here for you, like everything in your life just being elevated, and anything that's taking away from you kind of being left behind. Okay, we also have immerse yourself with training, learning, new hobbies, and passions. Okay, really allow yourself to dive into your work, to dive into your home, to dive into your passions. Group number 4, it's going to bring a lot of satisfaction, a lot of inspiration to your life that is really going to kind of be a driving factor for you through this elevation, through the work of the glow up, through the work of the growing in your business, or however that comes through for you. What else does group number 4 need to see? Water your garden, nourishment, body care, tenderness, and rest. There's a huge need here to nourish your home, your friends, your family, yourself. Immerse yourself and really replenishing, okay? Replenishing your life in general, all of the aspects of your life that you really want to be successful or fulfilled. Really pouring into yourself, pouring into your passions, pouring into your desires, into your little visions, so that they become bigger, right? And we also have the blue flame, spontaneous awakening, activation, integration time. This is very powerful energy. Again, this awakening, this activation, this glow up. Big changes coming in such a positive way for you, group number 4. Again, I really see some kind of manifestation or abundance coming in for you. Group number 4. Let's go ahead and pull one final message for you. One final message for group number 4, please. Okay, so this is your image. And the message here is shine your light. No one can do you as you can, yet we sometimes feel that we need to be a certain way, a way not aligned with our authentic self. It takes discipline to do what we love, especially if we are natural givers. It is easy to get caught up with other people's lives. Tending to our own needs harms none, and we have and we will have a lot more to give. It is time to collect our light and shift the vibration here on earth, starting with our inner sense of being. You are a sovereign being. Regain compassionate empowerment and remember what lights up your world. So immerse yourself in, tending to your garden, tending to yourself, tending to your passions, tending to your energy. Because the more you give to yourself, the more you're going to be able to light up everything around you. The more you're going to be able to create this ripple effect, group number 4, okay? But this is what I'm seeing for my beautiful souls that chose this pile. If you enjoyed this reading, if it resonated with you, if it brought you value, please hit that like button, as it truly does help to support the channel. Comment down below, let me know what you thought of this reading, and consider subscribing if you feel called to do so. I thank you so very much for joining me here today, and I will see you guys next time. Bye.